Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a shooting guard build for you. So this will be sort of in the mold of a prime Michael Jordan during his best years in the 90s. So for that we're going to make the height 6'6". The weight we're going to push up to 231 pounds. That's just to push a few of the physical things up a bit higher, and also helps in strength battles throughout the game as well in terms of contact dunks, defense, blow-bys, things like that. And in the post as well, because this build will have post moves. And in the wingspan, we're just going to max that out just to help on defense and finishing and things like that. So that's the body settings. Now for the attributes. So when I think about a shooting guard that sort of plays like Mike, it needs to have, finishing, post moves, some mid-range scoring, because he wasn't really a three-point scorer, some playmaking, and some defense. So it's very difficult to make an all-round build on this 2K. Just with how they've laid out the attributes and the caps and things. So this won't be a perfect Jordan build, but it will play like Jordan to a certain degree. So for close shot, we're just going to push that to a 60. That just gets upgraded due to driving lap going to an 80, and that's important because at 80 we unlock some animations, and also we get things like Auxiliary Finisher Silver, Giant Slayers Gold, Fearless Finisher will be silver once we upgrade strength. So it is important to have an 80 sort of at a minimum for a driving player, a finishing type player, a slasher. Driving dunk we're going to push to an 89. Now in his younger days, Jordan definitely probably would have needed the elite contacts, but I think just the pros, just a bit too expensive to push it to the elites, just with how I've made the build. Standing dunk's going to stay at 34. Post moves are going to go to 75. So you will have some post ability. And then mid-range shot we're going to push to 79. So this will give you a lot of the inside post badges silver. Obviously hook specialist is bronze just because of the low close shot. But mainly you've got the post fade phenom is gold. So that's really what is going to separate this build from a lot of other shooting guards. You'll be able to back them down on the post and hit them with that post fade in the mid-range. Free throw for all my rec players out there and career players, people that just like playing career. I've pushed it to a 71 just to have a free throw. If you just want to play park with this build, just take it off and find somewhere to put the points. In terms of pass accuracy, I think for an off-ball shooting guard that's not really designed to be a playmaker, it's more designed to be a scorer, I think 77 is good enough. Obviously if you play rec and you want sort of that needle threader at a higher level, definitely try and push that up. But for park players, I think 77 is going to be fine. Ball handle is going to go to a 93 because we need that for a lot of the badges like killer combos as gold. Speed booster needs a 92 ball handle to get on gold. So those are the badges you'll get gold. You'll see that later. Speed with ball is going to go to an 83 also to get those badges gold. So a lot of these ones, blow by, speed booster, hyperdrive, triple strike, they'll all be gold. So you'll have gold playmaking badges off the dribble. Interior defense is just going to go to a 34. That will just get boosted with further attributes. Now this is where some people might look at the build and say, well, it's not totally like Jordan. Unfortunately, just with how balanced the build is, I had to sacrifice something, and I thought perimeter defense and steal at 85 is still good enough, I think, to be a good defender. Obviously Jordan was an elite defender, but I think just having the silver clamps and silver steal ability will be good enough at 6'6" with a max wingspan against other guards. If you're a good defender, that should be fine. If you're a below average defender, you may want to push that up, but I think for just average players, that will be okay. Rebound will stay at 40. Now for physicals, we're going to push speed to 86, obviously to get the speed booster and hyperdrive there, and then acceleration we're going to push to an 83 just to get blow by up to gold. Now fast feet is there. You do need a 92 perimeter defense if you really want that gold. Just feel free to take, the post control, the mid-range shot up, off, and just make a pure slashing playmaker, a two-way slashing playmaker. Now for strength, we are going to push that to a 74. That will just ensure that we have things like bulldozer on bronze, just to have the badge. I do think it's effective even on bronze, particularly as a slasher, and an immovable enforcer and back down punisher as well to help on defense and in the post. Now for vert, we do need a 78 vert for the pro contact dunks off 1, so make sure that's 78. And the rest is going to go on stamina for 96 stamina to make sure we get the gold handles for days. And that's the build. So as you can see, you've got pretty good physicals. Recently, upon watching a NBA 2K Shoots video, that's a great channel if you want to check it out, I'll link in the description, is that your speed at the moment ties to your lateral quickness. So you will have an 86 lateral quickness, so I think that's okay on this build. You'll also have, the silver perimeter defense, really great off the dribble explosion with the 93 ball handle and the gold badges. You'll have an ability to hit from the mid-range off the catch as well as from the post, because you will have good post moves, and you'll also have the contact dunks as well. So it's a really versatile shooting guard build, bit of a different build for all those players that like to have a unique player to use. But you'll certainly have a lot of fun with this as well, particularly for the career players. If you've liked the video, if you like the build, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and as always, have a great day.